energy required by the particular substrate to bind with that enzyme. It is the minimum energy. Activation energy is the minimum energy required by whom? Required by the substrate to bind with that enzyme. Now here this graph shows the activation energy. Y-axis potential energy, x-axis progress of reactions. So there is a substrate. Now the first one, activation energy with the enzyme. Second one, activation energy without enzyme. So here you can see that activation energy with the enzyme is less compared to the activation energy without enzyme. So activation energy with the enzyme is less compared to the activation energy without enzyme. So here I can give you an example. Okay, if you are in a school, okay, in future you will come to college. So if you are in a college, if you want to meet any lecturer, what you will do? You will directly go to the department. So here you are an enzyme. Your work has to be done. Always substrate's work has to be done. Sorry, you are a substrate, not an enzyme. You are a substrate where a particular lecturer is an enzyme. Okay, so now you will go in search of the particular staff. You will go in search of staff. If you meet staff as soon as you enter the department, then it is activation energy with the enzyme, because you know that their department is somewhere, so you will move to that place and you will get that. If that particular lecturer is not there in the department, then some other are there, they will tell they are there in the 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor. You will go in search of them. That is activation energy without enzyme. So energy will be more in the case if there is no enzyme. Okay, if enzyme is present, activation energy is low. If enzyme is not there, activation energy is more. Okay, so this is regarding to the activation energy with enzyme as well as without enzyme. Now, nature of enzyme action. How enzymes will act. So that is the nature of enzyme action. This is mainly explained by using lock and key model. Okay, so this is explained by lock and key model. So for example, this represents an enzyme, this is a substrate. Substrates are always converted into products. So this is an enzyme and this is a substrate. So what happens? Substrate goes and binds to the enzyme and forms the enzyme substrate complex. So this is the enzyme substrate complex. Next, what happens? There is a making and breaking of bonds. Chemical reaction always making and breaking of bonds. So next, what happens is the formation of enzyme product complex. You can see the difference here. Enzyme product complex where the products are found. After that, what happens? Products are released. First, substrate will go and bind to the enzyme, forms enzyme substrate complex, that forms enzyme product complex, and that leads to the release of products. Enzyme is ready for the next binding. It is ready because there is no change in the enzyme. So that will be ready for the next action. So that is regarding to the enzyme action, which is mainly explained using lock and key model. But there is one more, induced fit theory. Induced fit theory. So now, according to lock and model, see, at present we are not following lock and model. Lock and key model, because what they are telling is in the lock and key, enzyme is like a lock, substrate is like a key. So always key will be according to the lock. But it is not possible. It is an induced fit theory. Means once enzyme binds to, once a substrate will bind to the enzyme, they will undergo that there is an induction of a change in the active site. Active site will undergo slightly change. So that will be induced fit. So that is the induced fit theory. Lock and key model, induced fit theory. At present we are following induced fit theory. So So there is no lock and key. We have an induced fit theory. As soon as substrate goes and binds to the enzyme, what happens? There is a slightly change to fit. Okay. So this is regarding to the nature of enzyme action. Next is about the classification. So in the classification, based on the functions of enzymes, there are 6 types of enzymes. There is a presence of 6 types of enzymes. In that, first one is the oxidoreductases. Oxidoreductases means they are the group of enzymes. Their function will mainly done by the oxidation as well as the reduction. Their reaction is how? Oxidation reduction. So it is a type of enzyme. It will do the function by doing oxidation and reduction. So that is oxidoreductases. Then hydrolases, as the name indicates, hydrolysis. Hydrolysis, by the addition there is a splitting. Addition of water leads to the splitting. So that is hydrolysis. Then transferases. Transfer of a group. One group will transfer. In the reaction, it includes the transfer of a group. So it is a transferases. Then lyases. Lyases like a scissor. Ligases is like a glue. Okay, so lyases means there is a breaking. Reaction will be done by breaking. Ligases, reaction will be done by joining. And isomerases, geometry change. You know the mirror images. Okay, so that is the geometry changes where the reaction will be done by the change in the geometry. Their structural geometry will change. Okay, so that is regarding to this. Next, regarding to the cofactors. Regarding to the cofactors, there are mainly 3 types of cofactors. One is a prosthetic group. It is always binded with the enzyme. Prosthetic group, permanent attachment. For example, we have hemoglobin, okay, which is having an enzyme known as peroxidase, which will always bind with that. So that is the prosthetic group. Coenzyme. Whenever there is a reaction, they will bind with the enzyme. Okay, they will bind with the enzyme. When there is no reaction, they will detach. So that is a coenzyme. For example, NAD and NADP. Okay, NAD and NADP is having a coenzyme known as niacin. Niacin is a vitamin component. Coenzyme called niacin. And the last one is the metal ions. They are acting as a boosters. They will boost the chemical reaction. They will mainly boost the chemical reaction. So, for example, chloride will be acting as a metal ion activator for the salivary amylase. Salivary amylase is an enzyme present in our saliva. It is a salivary amylase. Okay, and zinc as well as magnesium. These are some of the metal ions. They act as a activator. So this is regarding. See, based on this, there will be a compulsory question. This is one of the very important topic. Okay. So next, moving on to the other concept. See, I can give you an example of one of the enzyme known as carbonic anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase, which converts carbonic acid into water as well as a carbon dioxide. Okay, which will convert water and carbon dioxide. So that is a carbonic acid. See now, in the presence of this enzyme, in 1 second, 6 lakh molecules will be formed. Molecules of products will be formed. In the absence of this enzyme, in 1 hour, 200 molecules will be formed. In the presence, 1 second, 6 lakh molecules. In the absent, 1 hour, 200 molecules. So this is the effect of enzymes, how they will speed up the chemical reaction. So that is regarding to the their classification. Next, we will move to the next we'll move on to the one of the very important topic, that is factors affecting enzyme action. So in this there are 2 important factors. One is the temperature and pH, and one more is the concentration of substrate. So in the temperature and It is a favorable temperature or pH at which enzymes acts its best. So for about 25 to 45 degrees Celsius is the optimum temperature, and the neutral pH 7 is considered to be the optimum pH. Okay. So now regarding to this, so this shows if it is temperature from 0 to 60. Okay. So this is almost, this shows the middle temperature where there is a maximum action. If it is a pH from 0 to 14, so middle is a 7. 7 is a neutral pH at which there is a maximum activity. Okay. So regarding to the temperature, if the temperature is very high, they will undergo denaturation. Proteins will be denatured under certain environmental conditions. For example, temperature as well as the pH. So these are the environmental conditions at which proteins will be denatured. For example, when a raw egg is boiled, becomes a boiled egg, that is a denatured protein. If you keep milk outside for longer time, what happens? That will be denatured. That will be spoiled. That is nothing but denaturation of proteins. Okay. So this is regarding to the temperature and pH that will act on the enzyme activity. Next is about the concentration of substrate. Substrate concentration, which will also act on enzyme activity. X-axis represents substrate, Y-axis represents reaction velocity. As we go on adding substrate, reaction velocity increases. Okay, as we go on adding substrate, reaction velocity increases and it becomes saturation. It leads to the saturation. How? For example, if there is an enzyme consisting of around 10 active sites. Okay, one substrate will go and bind, reaction will take place. Another substrate will go and bind, there is an increase in reaction. One more, so on, there is an adding of substrate, so that increase in the reaction. When all the active sites are filled, after that there is no place for the substrate. So there is no binding. If there is no binding, there is no reaction. Okay. This shows that all the active sites are filled. So that is the maximum velocity. That is with Vmax, maximum velocity. Next, half Vmax is known as Km. Km refers to the Michaelis constant. Km Michaelis constant. So that is regarding to the substrate concentration. As well as we have inhibitors. Regarding to the inhibitor, these are the substances which will bind to the enzyme, makes it inactive. Okay, substances which will bind to the enzymes that will make enzyme inactive. As well as we have some of the ribozymes which also acts as enzymes. Ribozymes, in the sense RNA, nucleic acids, so they also acting as enzymes, that is known as a ribozymes. Okay, so this is about the enzymes. So this is regarding your biomolecules complete chapter. This is one of the very important chapter that you have to go through, consisting of around maximum of around 4 questions can be asked. So this is regarding to the biomolecules, and study well. Thank you.